Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today, well, I guess it didn't happen today, it happened 2 days ago, but What If finally ended, and you guys might have noticed that we stopped doing reviews for it because, the episode that we stopped at, which was the fourth one, I actually really liked that episode, but we'll get to that in a bit. But after that, the show just kind of meandered on its way to the end, and I didn't really feel like it was worth talking about. I feel like we'll probably end up doing that for a lot of shows in the future, where we'll just talk about specific episodes that are interesting or good, and or bad, if they're like really bad. And then at the end, we'll do an overall series review, which is what we're doing here. So I guess if you guys like this, let us know. Otherwise, we'll change it back to the other way. But yeah, What If? That happened. What do you have to say about the show?
I just want to say it feels like it's been ages since we both sat down and made a video.
It does,
yeah. I think it's been a bit busy, and that's like one of the reasons why we missed the which episode did we miss? Doctor Strange one.
Doctor Strange
one,
yeah.
We missed that episode, and then we not missed it, but we fell behind, and then we kind of just lost the will to start to record those. And then
for those of you who don't know, university and school and all that stuff starting back up now in the UK, so that means that we've lost a lot of time.
Yeah,
we've just been busy. That's why main stuff that we've been doing is gameplay videos or Pokemon stuff, because it's just easier to record that sort of thing.
Yeah, and obviously as we're getting used to it, we'll find time to work stuff in. We just need to settle in. But yeah. What If? Where can I start? I think, when everyone, I don't know, loads of people are hyping it up, but I don't get what you could hype up about this, because it's really, really weird. It's.
I'm gonna say, watch episode 4. Don't watch the rest of the show. That's just that's the best.
The Star-Lord T'Challa episode was good as well. I thought that episode was good, and episode 4 was good.
I'll say the first one was. It wasn't good, I'm not gonna lie. It was like a rush version of First Avenger. The second one was good. The third one was good because of the yellow jacket thing. The fourth one was really good. That was amazing. And then after that, it just completely went off the rails and just went to shit, basically, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you which ones I like. I was with the first one, I was bearing with it because I was like, okay, this is gonna get better. Then second one I liked. Third one. Oh yeah, I liked it because of the yellow jacket. Fourth one I loved. Even the fifth one, the
zombies one. I was so disappointed with that episode.
It was disappointing, but I didn't hate it. I thought it was an okay episode. Then,
for me, hold on. I guess as we're going through them, we'll talk a little bit about them, what we thought. The thing for me with that zombie episode was the idea was really good. But the way they did it was really bad, I think, because tonally it was all over the place, because it's supposed to be this super dark subject matter where all the Avengers have been turned into zombies and they're all dead. But then you have scenes like Spider-Man joking every nanosecond. You have and I know they explained that, which I'll get to in a minute, but then you have the one that I was like, okay, this is getting a bit much, is when Bucky just slices Captain America in half, and then he just says, I guess that's the end of the line, and he just walks away. And that's the only thing that he's got remaining with him from World War II, and he just killed him, and he just doesn't say anything. I don't know, totally, that episode was terrible in my opinion. It was completely all over the place.
Oh, actually, did you realise that, in the last episode, when Doctor Strange opens the portal to bring the zombies...
by the way, spoiler alert, can I just say, for every episode of the show, that wasn't obvious.
It's not like this has any effect on anything, but if you do care, spoiler alert. When Doctor Strange opens the portal, Zombie Cap comes through, but he was sliced in half.
I know, he's the first one, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I mean... Yeah, there was every episode had a problem, except for episode 4 and episode 2, in my opinion. Besides from that, I didn't even watch the Party Thor one. That one just sounded...
You're so lucky.
Awfully horrendous.
Well, actually, before that, I forgot, because it was a forgettable episode, the episode with Killmonger.
The only reason I remember that is because I started making Gundam references. That's the only reason I remember that. But...
the only reason I remember that is because they killed T'Challa, and it doesn't really make any sense how he died. He gets blasted in the face with that gun or whatever. They don't even show how he died, really.
Yeah,
that episode was really weird. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything.
And it's not like these episodes are forgettable because they tie it all together at the end. Like, you can't forget each episode because...
Oh yeah, they tie it all together in the end, except for the one episode that we didn't get, because they just dumped this weird version of Gamora on us. It's just like, that comes in a bit, though. And we'll talk about
that doesn't make any sense. Well, yeah, also, they tie it all together in the end, except for the zombie episode. The only reference you get to that is the Captain America zombie falling out of the portal with the rest of them, and Doctor Strange opens it, which they could have brought Spider-Man in instead of Gamora, which is the point you made, which I think would have been a lot better. But
the whole thing with this show for me is it's such a big missed opportunity. I feel like there's so much they could have done here, and they like wasted it. Because I think the episode with the second last episode with the Watcher and Ultron kind of fighting each other, I thought that was really cool. And I think Ultron in this show was a lot better than he was in Age of Ultron. That's
yeah. I think that's like, if we're talking about positives, yeah. I forgot about that Ultron Watcher fight, but I don't know how I could forget that because that was actually really good. The part where the Watcher puts the armor on and all that. Yeah. And then, obviously, the reference with Star Wars where they go through that, what was it, when they're jumping through the worlds? That was weird.
You see Darth Vader's castle in the background.
I didn't even realise that, but yeah.
It's supposed to confirm that Star Wars and Marvel take place in the same multiverse, I guess. I don't really know.
This show is...
I don't think it's supposed to be taken too seriously.
The show's, like, weird, but it does have good aspects. I wouldn't say it's completely, like, rubbish, because, like, episode 4 was, like, a masterpiece.
You could tell that certain things were, like... I was going to say you could tell certain things were written by different writers, but you can't because they're all written by the same writer, so I don't know what went wrong with a lot of these episodes. Because it's like, the first one, as I said, was crap. The second one was good. The third one was good. The fourth one was good. Was really good. That was, like, amazing. The fifth one, in my opinion, was, like, disappointing. It was weird, like, tonally. I didn't like it. The sixth one was forgettable. The seventh one was just completely awful. That was, like, horrendous.
Which one was the seventh
one? You didn't even
watch
that episode.
Party Thor.
Yeah. It felt like an episode of the Superhero Squad show if it was made for, like, even smaller children.
Yeah.
Like, if it was made, this was, like, the Fisher-Price version of the MCU. It was so bad. I felt bad for Chris Hemsworth. I even had to, like, do that. I guess he was contracted to do it, but, that was just a travesty, that episode was. The one after that was good in The Watcher, where he fights Ultron and stuff. That was pretty cool. And then the final episode, which you could clearly tell was completely decimated by COVID, or I don't even know. I mean, can you even really blame COVID for this? Because a lot of this, they could have just delayed the show a bit and done a lot of it from home, right?
I don't think you could blame COVID. I think maybe certain decisions that they made. Because, like you said, there was a missing episode, and if they wanted to delay it, they could have. Because, as far as we know, this doesn't really tie into anything, unless it ties into Multiverse of Madness.
Aside from maybe Doctor Strange, but then they could have delayed it. But then, I guess that's the annoying thing with Disney Plus, the way their schedules work. They can't delay anything, because they've got it, that once something releases, another thing will come after, because obviously Hawkeye's going to come relatively soon, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
They can't really delay
I mean...
But, it's just, this show was just such a big missed opportunity. There was so much they could have done with it, and the ending, in my opinion, was it was disappointing. It wasn't what it could have... It wasn't like... I was going to say it wasn't awful, but I mean...
It was just weird. It was just weird. Yeah. The thing with Killmonger and he puts on the Ultron armor at the end, that was stupid. They did Ultron right, and then... yeah, I don't know.
But then there's things that don't make sense. Like, they don't explain how the Infinity Stones work in... Like, even though the show they released directly before this said that Infinity Stones only work in their universe, and we know this from the comics, this show just says, screw that, and then just makes the Infinity Stones work in, like, every universe.
But then the Crusher doesn't work within the last episode, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and the other thing I wanted to say about this, which was, like, weird, was, it was, like, the animation was okay at times. Like, so I think certain episodes utilised the animation style better than others. The Doctor Strange one utilised it really well. Like, the way that, like, was visually made was good. But then at other times, it just looked cheap. Like, you know, the Party Thor episode, it just looked really bad. Like, the way it was animated, I thought the animation style might grow on me after a while, but it just didn't. I think it looks terrible at times. But then in certain episodes, it's good. That was one thing. What else? The voice acting as well was hit and miss, I think. I think certain actors did a good job, certain ones didn't. I don't know. The show's just disappointing, I think.
Nah, it's not disappointing because you're getting a season 2.
Oh, Joy.
Which is set up. Oh,
match.
yeah, we haven't talked about that.
Yeah.
How Steve is alive. Shock horror.
Yeah, they set up a post-credit scene.
And then, I don't know.
Weird.
This whole like show's just a bit wonky. I can't lie. I mean,
it's a bit all over the place. Yeah. The main thing that you could tell this wasn't finished, pretty much, because that's basically how it is. Might as well just say how it is. It's unfinished. Because you could tell that they should have. It makes logical sense for them to introduce Gamora in another episode, develop her, and then obviously have the last episode where the Watcher goes and gets every character from every episode of the season. Which, by the way, he doesn't get anyone from the zombie episode. So I'm just questioning why. Because even if they had that scene where he opens the portal and then all the zombies come out, that would have just been like, oh, cool, Marvel Zombies reference. But removing that Gamora episode is more important than removing that zombie episode, I think. Or it's more impactful. Like, I feel like the impact is felt more with the Gamora episode being gone than the zombie one.
Yeah, I agree. And also, if we're going to talk about Gamora, we need to talk about bloody Tony Stark, the bloody Sakaar one.
Oh,
the weird, like.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that was like, I don't know. The show's like a huge mess. And one thing I just want to bring up now, just because I just remembered. I was mentioning this to you yesterday when I was watching the last episode. You know the stealth suit for Captain Carter. This is like a really small detail, but you know the stealth suit for Captain Carter. How I said he doesn't have a different shield.
So it makes no sense.
You know the Marvel Legend that they just announced for the stealth suit Captain Carter has a different shield, like a alternate version to the one that Cap had in Winter Soldier.
She didn't have a different shield in the show.
Yeah, so what happened there as well? So they gave it. Did they give a different? They must have given like a concept art to the toy company, but why would you change it last minute back to the normal shield?
Because the show wasn't finished.
There you go. That's proof that the show wasn't finished. Then I guess
and the fact that this is kind of aside from that. The fact that Spider-Man was all over the merchandise and promotion for this show. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, he does nothing. I mean, he does stuff in the zombie episode, but that episode's not really that important, is it?
No, it's not too important, to be fair, yeah.
This show in general is just a disappointing mess, man. I mean, it could have been so much more.
And
the thing is, it was off to a decent start, excluding episode 1. 2, 3, and 4 were actually good.
At this point, I would have rather they did some original episodes and then copied some from the comics and animated them. Because
like the Thanos.
The comic, yeah, because some of the comic ones are really good, but I don't know. I also thought that this was going to tie into something, but I don't know. Like you said, maybe we'll see a few of these characters in Doctor Strange, but I wouldn't count on them being any like big cameos. I think they would just be really small.
If that thing is true, then it's not like it'll matter anyways, because apparently you could just watch. Like, you don't have to watch the Disney Plus shows to understand what's going on in the movies.
That's exactly what I said, because like they're like what was I gonna say? They're gonna like make their own reasons in the movie. So like with Loki, in terms of Kang, they're gonna explain a different Kang in Ant-Man, but also links, like there'll be references to He Who Remains, but they're also gonna explain their own Kang and like their own like the way they understand it. But
yeah. Also the fact that that they had Loki before this, that pretty much set up the multiverse, all the alternate timelines and stuff, just makes this even more disappointing, because it's like they set it up so well, and then this thing's just like, Doctor Strange is the real beginning of the multiverse as far as I'm concerned. This is like a cliff note, or like some sort of like weird, I mean, I guess it's alright, because it's an alternate reality, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you could just ignore this show, and that's why I didn't really care too much for it at the beginning. Like, you know, with me sometimes, like even I did this with The Mandalorian, where I was like, yeah, I don't really care for it, and it turned out to be amazing.
That's different. That show was actually really good though. So,
but this it worked. I didn't really care for it, and it wasn't good. And now, okay, I could just like keep that at the back of my mind, but. Yeah, it would have been really good. Like, it would have been really, like...
The only other, like, thing I can think of that I'd really, like, praise about it, aside from the Doctor Strange episode and, like, a few of the, like, some of the voice actors is, I guess he's a voice actor too, but Jeffrey Wright as the Watcher was really good. I love Jeffrey Wright in, like, basically everything he's in. And, he was really good as the Watcher.
I thought the Watcher was overall really good, and the one thing I would like to see, remember when I said all the other Watchers might come and start like beating the crap out of him, pissing him out. I would like to see the Watcher in like
I'd like to see him interact with other Watchers.
I'd like to see him interact with other Watchers, but I'd like to see him in the MCU. You know how they have the ones in Guardians? If they bring those back, because it's a very big possibility that they could. Yeah, I would like to see him like voice one of them, and maybe him being like the lead Watcher, because he's like been through a lot, kind of thing. But yeah, I mean,
also one other thing. This is popped into my mind now with the Watcher. In the last episode, he says he can't like break his oath or he can't like interfere to help Natasha. But why can he interfere to stop the Ultrons from like doing all the, or to stop Ultron from doing all the crazy stuff?
Basically, I think the Watcher's like a bit hypocritical. Not really hypocritical. I just think he's like very contradicting in the fact where he's like, because the only reason he did that is because he let Ultron destroy his own universe. But then, as soon as Ultron like comes to kill him, that's when he goes to ask for help.
Yeah. Also, it doesn't really make sense either that he drops Natasha off in another universe where they lost their Black Widow, because it's like, well, I mean, like that's technically interfering, isn't it? Because it's interfering in another timeline.
Exactly. He's just a bloody he's not a hypocrite. He's just contradicting. He goes, I can't interfere, but then he interferes. I don't know. And then,
also that. Hold on, this is just bloody blowing my mind. Like, this show gets worse the more I think about it. The thing with that whole episode with Ant-Man, like with Yellow Jacket.
Yeah.
Where did that go? Because that doesn't go anywhere. Nothing about that contributes to this like finale at all. Even the ending doesn't like set up. It just doesn't get paid off in any way whatsoever.
Oh, hold on, wait. Actually, no. No, wait. Isn't that world the one that Natasha gets put into?
No, because all the Avengers are dead in that world.
That Cap's not though, and Cap is the only one they show.
Didn't they show Captain Marvel too?
Captain Marvel's not dead in there as well, because she's the one that Nick Fury pages. Nick Fury isn't dead in there as well.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, maybe.
But they didn't even make that clear. That just came to me now.
Yeah, this show's not finished. It's not done. It's like a half cooked. This should be on like Kitchen Nightmares. Gordon Ramsay should be like ripping it apart because it's like some like raw version.
It's raw. I can't say the other word.
It's fucking raw. That's how he says it. That's how he needs to say it, man. Oh god.
Yeah.
What a show.
Why? I mean, it's over now until season 2. God knows when that's coming out, because that's not even like.
I could wait. Trust me.
I don't even think season. Like, unless it's like, if they're gonna try tie stuff together, like link it to the first season, which they might. I don't even want to know about this show, man. But if they want to do new original episodes, I'm down to watch them, because they might be potentially good. Because like what
if their original episodes are like Party Thor?
Yeah, but I haven't seen Party Thor, so I can't give that opinion, can I?
Nah. Trust me. You know what? Once you've seen it, you're gonna want to bloody end your own life, man. It's horrible.
But like, I think the proof that they made episode 4 and episode 2 is like
proof of concept.
Yeah, the proof that this like second season could have some good episodes. And one other thing. This was Chadwick Boseman's last performance, and what a performance. I think he was consistently good. I mean,
it was literally the things that were like, just like, you can't fault them, I think, in this show. Jeffrey Wright is the Watcher. Chadwick Boseman is basically every version of Black Panther that he played, because each one, they even in the zombie episode, which I didn't really like that much, they even gave him that line where at the end when he says like what does he
goes
say?
In my culture, my culture, death is not the end.
Oh yeah, I think he said that. And then he says, "No one's like gone as long as we remember them," or something like that.
Yeah,
that was a good line.
I think.
And then also the other thing you can't really fault, I don't think, is Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. He was really good.
Yeah, and I think with the Chadwick Boseman thing as well, even in the last episode, I think every character was kind of like bad in that last episode. That was sort of writing. That wasn't even like anyone's like. In terms of the voice, I don't think.
Well, it doesn't make sense, because when you put all those characters that are in episodes that are completely different tones, you mash it all together. It's not going to go well, is it? It's just going to
because there's no like chemistry,
apart, which is what happened.
There's no like chemistry there built up as well, and I guess
and they don't take time to develop it like in Avengers 1. Because it's kind of the same scenario, but they're fighting Ultron instead.
That's why that's why, like you said, I think the show's unfinished. Maybe there should have been a few more episodes. Maybe there should have been there definitely should have been a Gamora episode. Then there should have been episodes like maybe like one other one, like maybe the last, like the finale, should have been a 2-parter, where then they could have developed the chemistry between the characters a bit more. Then it would have made a lot more sense. But yeah,
but this year in general for Disney, in terms of like animated shows like Marvel and Star Wars, has been kind of disappointing. I think What If this wasn't good, and Bad Batch wasn't horrible, but it wasn't like there was nothing. It was kind of boring, and they didn't really do much impactful in that either. So, but Star Wars Visions was really good, and we'll probably review that at some point. So
when I finish that, that's my fault. I haven't finished it yet.
I'll say like flat out now. I love that show, but I'll save my other thoughts for like a later video, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much with What If, it wasn't like, like horrendous, horrible, because there was good aspects.
Except for that Party Thor episode. That episode was worse than, like, I think that might be like the Venom levels of Batman. It was giving me those
Venom levels. Well, Venom comes out next week, so we'll be here. Oh, yeah. We'll be here reviewing that.
Having fun.
It's not like I've already had it been spoiled.
We said we were going to get an early review for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Basically, because we're in the UK, we're not. Yeah, we haven't even seen it yet. I mean, the movie's not even out here yet. I've already had it spoiled. Well, the main, post-credit scenes, promotion. Like the only promotion for this movie is no spoilers, which is bloody stupid in my opinion. But
yeah, no spoilers unless you're in the UK.
Yeah, basically, just because we get screwed, basically. But
even though the main actor in there's British,
yeah,
and the director.
You know what? It's just whatever. I mean, we'll be here with Venom next week, 100%. There's no way we're missing out.
Tomorrow, No Time to Die review, because, well, I guess it might have already been out, depending on when you're watching this, because it depends when this gets uploaded, but we'll have a No Time to Die review relatively soon, that's the point.
Yeah, and I've got Pokemon box coming, Celebration, so yeah. And this is like, we might as well shout out all the videos, but yeah.
Because we're going to try and get back to it, because obviously before we've been like a bit inactive. Well, we haven't really been inactive, but like less active than usual, so we just want to like get back to it, I guess.
Yeah, and I think once we do find that kind of routine, we'll definitely find a way to fit this in. And next show we're looking forward to what? Hawkeye? I think that's what we're looking forward to now. And then after that, Book of Boba Fett. We've got Spider-Man coming out. We've got
good times, man. Good times.
Good times. This is what a time to be alive. What if?
Yeah.
Part
of the question.
Let us know what you guys think of, like, because there was a lot of people who loved this show, and
I mean, if you do, more power to you. I don't know how you.
I think the reason why I think people like this show, and I think that's fair enough to them, is that because characters that have been underrepresented in the movies are actually getting representation in this show. Even though T'Challa and like other characters, like I guess Killmonger did way too. One thing I want to say, Killmonger did way too much of Killmonger. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with when he puts the bloody Ultron armor on. I don't know what like different type pot they were smoking when they wrote that one, because that was flipping mad. I don't even say. Everyone was getting hyped about it as well.
The character gets popular.
It was just stupid. But and then Arnim Zola as well. I forgot to talk about him, man. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
He was quite a bit, yeah.
He was alright, to be fair. He wasn't even that bad. But yeah, we'll wait for season 2.
As I said, whoever was making the show, please take your time making season 2. Because I want it to be complete. B, I can wait after this, and I just hope it's better than this season. But let us know what you guys thought about What If. I know quite a few people who did enjoy it, like you said. So let us know why you enjoyed it down below. Be sure to hit the like button to share this video around YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this in the future. Check out our Instagram and Twitter links in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. See ya.